So this is lesson 4. So this was making the mug handles and finishing off the mugs. Disclaimer, my phone did run out of charge. I'm not entirely sure if these are in the correct order, and I also missed out an entire process. So anyway, basically there was 2 ways to making handles for mugs. This is number 1, where you basically milk it like an udder until it becomes long enough, and then you just cut it and like create the shape of a handle and then just sit it on the board. You'll see those handle shapes when we get to that bit. And then the number 2 was, I never got any of it recorded because I was too nervous to bring my phone up to the counter where it was getting shown. But you basically just roll out like a cylinder, like a long cylinder, and then cut it to the length that you like. And again, you wanna sit it in the shape to dry that you want the handle. So I'll show you what I mean by that later on. And then after we made the handles, we then got to carving the mugs, very similar to carving the bowls. So yeah, I'll let you enjoy watching me milk some clay. As you said, I didn't realize it might just have a point in it.
So for you, I think like real faster, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, this is quite long, which will
See, I just don't know because I want to make one that looks like a nail.
getting the thickness.
Yeah, now you're ready to get that one. Why don't you just put a nail on it?
A what?
Yeah, just make a normal one and put a nail on top of it or something.
Right, it's not got like
Or you could just put a circle around the bit there and then make it pointed on the side.
Yeah, well, kind of because it's so pointed, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, start there and then bring your hands like down towards one edge.
Just like
This will work.
I feel like mine looks like yours is quite longer. Yeah.
This has got a little way to go maybe with this.
Might not be much.
Is the right thickness.
That was just some rambling about what to make or how to make a handle, because I wanted to make a nail handle because I have a cup that looked like a tin can, so I thought it'd be cute. But I still stand by that. I think that would have been cute to make it the way that Emily had suggested, but I went a different direction. I like keeping in the instructor's advice because if it comes to a point where someone else is doing this and they have similar issues, then the advice would help. So enjoy my advice, and then after that it'll be Emily's advice.
I don't know, it's just the same.
It's getting bubbly at the end though.
Cut it down and start compressing. Cool. Looking good. Little faster with your movements.
It's getting bubbly at the end.
You're using the tips of your fingers, which can often start to cause problems.
Yeah.
So make sure that you still keep using like that circular part. And if that bit at the bottom is becoming annoying, just snap it off.
Okay.
Even if you get 2 lengths, 2 handle bits out of this pulled handle, that's great.
Okay.
Cool. Right, you're getting the hang of it. Yours has gone pretty flat, and that's fine. But it means that like if you start with like a thick coil and then it's becoming flat, it's just going to be a really wide handle.
Right, okay.
So you need to make sure that you're rotating your wrist basically. If you're struggling to get it to not be flat, just give me a shout and I can come down.
Okay, Fab, thank you.
You can see kind of what we were talking about with the teacher about how the end becomes kind of bobbly. You can see it kind of weighs a bit more. So when that starts to happen, you just snap it off and keep going again. I'm not entirely sure if there's any ways to prevent it. Seems like it's a no, but the entire technique with this one is to just kind of loosely run your hand up and down. You're kind of wanting to pull from the top down, but like really loosely. Your wrists have got the wiggles, you know. You're just pulling it all down as nice and smoothly as possible. Yeah, that's me just snapping it off. A little bit can get snapped off again.
Nice. This looks perfect. Well done.
Thank you.
These 2 fingers on me.
Let me have a look. Sometimes I have to like hold it.
The entire floor below us was soaking. So if you are doing this and it's not in like a area that can be easily wiped, good luck, because it was bad.
So, I was going to say, this is fantastic. This is exactly what we would want. If you pull this anymore, I think it might break. So I would recommend like sectioning it off, laying it against the board, getting some blanks on there. And this is also looking a lot better. It's great.
I don't know if I'm just not being hard enough.
I think so as well. But I did say like it's like the pulling the wall effective. So I think you can go a little more, just a bit more of a flick and faster, and then a bit longer and we'll be good.
Thank you.
So let me just have a little look.
There you go.
I don't know, I made a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, because I want a nail out of it.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. What could be your name?
That's what I was thinking, this one maybe, because it gets a bit pointy.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, I could just use one of them.
That's what you said.
Oh, sorry. I understand.
Do you want to do it? So, so I'm just like cutting up some, and you can even do that if you wanted with the excess there.
Look at yours.
But I'd recommend just settle into the other technique.
See if you wanted like, I don't know how to describe this. Basically, like if I wanted like a circle, it's like kind of thick, and then the handle on it, basically to look like a nail. How would I do that?
A circle.
Like, so see if I was to go like, cut this in half, and it'd be like a flat kind of circle, right? So imagine that is a kind of flat circle, right? And then the handle would go off that, and it would look like a little nail, just because they look like tin cans.
I see.
Yes.
So you make your handle and then stick that bit on the end.
That's fine.
Yeah. Because that the nail part, I suppose, that bit is like that bit, and then any like sculptural additions would be separate.
That's fine. Thank you.
It's alright.
Take this one.
Is that good?
I think that's good enough. Yeah.
I might bring up the top of it.
I think that's kind of cool because then that would be like a nail. You know. Perfect. She's gorgeous. She's everything to me.
Emily, this looks really good. I think that bit has to come off because that's going to snap.
Yeah, I was just flattening it now.
The rest of it, keep doing what you're doing, and then I think get some blanks on the wall.
This was by far the chattiest day we had in that studio. Like, we were all just chatting about how we wanted to finish off the mugs, because the mugs are a bit more stylistic than the bowls. Bowls are bowls at the end of the day, but mugs, we were like, oh, what are we going to do the handles like? What are we going to do this like? We had a lot more choice of what the mugs could look like in the end, so we were all just gabbing about how and what the mugs could look like, really. Right there, you can see me forming the mug handle around my finger, and that's just because you've got to set it on the board to the shape of what the handle will be like. So I had to set, I think it was 2 mugs shape handles. I think I only used 2 mug handles in the end. The rest I kind of just kept as cylinders, really. Also, not sure if it's being totally obvious, but I have a raging cold right now doing this voiceover, and I also had a raging hay fever / what was the other one? Pollen count was high when it was originally getting filmed. So both of us are sniffling right now, and I can, every time I'm editing out a sniffle, I'm like, she's just like me for real. once you've made the shape on your hand, you just stick it to the board. Like you can see all those, and they like semi-dry out there, so then you're not having to shape it when it's dry and it could possibly snap. You're like wanting to shape it whilst it's like slightly wet still. Now onto the carving. So we just got to put this wee board away. There's just like a little shelf kind of thing in front of us, so we just shove that on that, and then we're gonna get to carving the mugs. So you carve the mugs exactly how you carve the bowls. You're just wanting to get rid of that kind of foot ledge. You can add a fruit ring on the bottom as well. You can have it flat, just like the bowls. You just seal it around the bottom. I think, yeah, I don't think there was anything different. Although on mug 3 or 4, when we'll get to it, you'll see that I stick it down the opposite way, and that's because I wanted to take away from the inside, I think. But we'll see when we get there. you can see here that I do end up taking some of the weight out of the sides, which inevitably gets rid of the detail. I do end up just going in and drawing them back in with, I'm going to call it the pin tool. I have no idea the actual name. But they basically did the exact same thing, and I think looking back, I would definitely do these deeper or maybe add less glaze. The glazing for me, I think, went on generally thick. So I think glazing is definitely something that I need to work on next time. So this one is the one that I referenced earlier being an issue. Basically it was too thick and I needed to do some intermediate level things. So listen to the lecturer, it was quite interesting.
When I did this one originally, I left it really thick. Is it worthwhile me just taking it all down and then reintroducing the texture? Or should I keep it that thick? This just seems really cool to me.
It's pretty thick.
Yeah. Should I take it all down and then put like the texture back in a bit? Oh. Be careful.
Trimming ones like that, we kind of cover this in intermediate level when there's tapering in like a vase. It's really hard.
Okay.
So I'll come and give you a little hand in a sec.
Thank you.
Because I could just take it in and then like
I
use
think
this
so.
to maybe put the texture back in or use
What I'm
something
going to
else.
recommend is actually moving into intermediate technique. Have you ever suctioned anything to the wheel before?
No.
So,
Interesting.
and we don't usually cover this. How many have you got? You've got one more
Just
to
one
go
more,
after this.
yeah.
Cool.
This is all fine.
So I'm using slip instead. And I wouldn't reckon, it's kind of like I was saying to Alan, unless something is consistently very thick,
Yeah.
the whole wall, I wouldn't say like,
Do it.
yeah, which is why,
Because I did make this chunky because I thought it would be like a thick little shot glass, but now that I'm like looking at it, I'm like, it's quite thick. I don't think I'll
because
put
it's
that.
not like, you don't even want to focus on the base of this, it's like your whole wall.
Yeah.
So that's why you want to do this. So it's stuck to the wheel.
Right.
And now you can go up and down like that.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
But it's a lot riskier if you feel it wobbling at any point.
Just stop.
pull
Cut it.
this.
Okay.
I don't want to take
It is tragic that all the detail had to go, but at the end of the day, it was so easy to put in with a pen tool. And I honestly, I really liked how thick it was, but I think it's something to do with firing it where it could possibly explode if it's really thick. So it was a must.
grab and to get it off?
Yes, 2 seconds. I'll come over and give you a little hand.
And medium speed then.
Snapping its neck.
Like, wrap your hands around, thumbs on top, and then spin.
Thank you.
This is just me recentering the pottery. It is honestly the most important thing, and the most important takeaway I realised was how important it is to centre it properly. The amount of things that went spinning in this class specifically, like off the wheels because people didn't centre it properly, was huge. Also that it makes everything easier. Obviously if your pottery's asymmetric, I have no idea what you do with that. But good luck, I guess. This is also me just re-putting it on the wheel, I'm going to say the right way around, but technically it's upside down, just to add some foot rings to the bottom to stop it from tipping over. I thought that the foot rings were really good to add, but on 2 occasions I did go through the base, so. Now it's handle adding time. I did have a 5th pot, and that's what you'll see me put down on the wheel right now. But basically they got told if you want handles on, start doing it now. And by the time that I got to finishing my handles getting put on, they were like, we might as well finish up. So one of my cups is finished off by a lecturer, and I'll point that out in the last one, or you'll be able to see it in the last one. But yeah, I ended up walking away with 2 finished tin can looking cups, 1 little pumpkin one and 1 just finished cup, and then they finished the last one for me, which was very nice of them. But time to get the handles added. Also, just on that note of them finishing off one of the cups for me, they do that if you can't finish any of your pieces. So if you couldn't finish a bowl, if you couldn't finish a mug, so you could be an absolute rocket like my sister and finish like 6 a session or 7 a session of either of them, and then they'll finish up some off for you, but they don't advise it because obviously then it's less authentic, but in theory you could. I think Emily ended up trashing one of hers in the last day. She was like, I don't really care for it, like it's a bit too far gone, because if you throw it quite fast then things are going to go wrong with it. But yeah, if there's something that you do love and you just don't get around to it, they will finish up for you. Unfortunately, this is where my phone is just about to cut off. You don't actually get to see me at the handles, but you can see me there kind of poking around. You can see it very briefly there, the handle, but basically you just etch a little circle out of the side of the mug, and then you etch the handle itself, and you add slip in between, and you just stick it on. So if you watch this bit really carefully over like the last 2 minutes, you can probably see that process happening, but unfortunately I wasn't able to catch much else because my phone died. anyway, this is where I'll leave you, but thanks again for watching another video, and I'll hopefully have the last one posted out next week. I feel like you are sick of hearing that, but it is what it is, unfortunately. See you again. Bye.